Scooby, Scooby-Doo, where are you? All the stars are here, waiting for you. Couldn't have a show without you. Scooby, Scooby-Doo, Scooby, Scooby-Doo.
Hey, it's Kurt Thompson 2020, www.trumpetsizzle.com. It's the Scooby-Doo 2020 challenge. You just heard me have quite a lot of fun. I did have some fun playing with the Scooby-Doo challenge that you just heard. And I'm inviting all trumpet players and all trombone players. I was even thinking about recording the trombone part until I kind of blew out my lip on that last note. I decided to do a triple G at the end. The first one came out a little bit squirrely. And then the second one, as you know, I nailed the absolute piss out of it, but it took all my chops. So it took all my motivation. So when I get out the trombone and started fooling around with the trombone part, which I do have, I said, nah, I'm too tired. Plus I had, after playing, I had to make this video and get the music uploaded to Google and everything else, and I just knew it was going to be a long night. Who knows, maybe before the end of the challenge I'll record the trombone part. Just the trombone part almost seems more fun to play than the trumpet part. So this challenge is open to all trumpet players, all trombone players. Anyone can make a submission, with the catch that if you've already been in a challenge of mine before and won it, you can do this challenge, but I have to have a different winner. I can't have somebody hog all the wins. So if you've won before in one of my challenges, go ahead and have fun with this. You just won't be in the running for the actual win. What can you win? Well, I want to make this more about fun, but as you may or may not know, only a month and a half ago I came out with my brand new revision, the 2019 revised upper register course. It is quite a lot different. It is a lot better. I recorded it in FHD 1920 by 1080. I use good mics. It has a lot of good graphics. It has that kind of cinematic quality to each lesson. And anyway, I feel like it's just a total 100% professional endeavor. And not only that, I've added 15 techniques and subtracted out. Actually, I think I added more techniques than that. I cut a couple of techniques from the old course, added some new ones. We have a lot of practice aids in the new one. You're going to really dig it, and so I'm going to make that first place prize in this challenge. Now, well, how are we going to go about doing that if we get trumpet and trombone? So there's a couple of options here. Number one, if you just play trumpet and you want to do this, go for it, and that's fine. I'm expecting that to be probably the majority of everybody. If you have a buddy, boy or girl, doesn't matter, man or woman, and you want them to buddy up with you and play the trombone part, or vice versa. Maybe you play trombone and you have a friend or a buddy that plays trumpet. Two people can enter this challenge if you wanted to do the trumpet and trombone. It's going to get tricky. And keep in mind, I'm going for cleanliness, style, power, intonation, attacks, articulation, accuracy. And if you have somebody else in the mix, that's going to add an element of difficulty, because you're going to have to blend with that person and be in tune. You may have heard that there was a couple of intonation deals with me. I'm recording with the original, which has the trumpets on there. So not only do you have to play in tune with yourself, but you do have to play in tune with the track and the trumpets. It kind of highlights more if you're a little bit out of tune. And I wasn't going to spend several takes to try to get this perfectly in tune. But anyway, so yeah, you can have a buddy join you on this one. That would be kind of fun. Or if you're just a trombone player and you've been following my channel, one thing I should make mention about the first prize, I have bent over backward to go through every technique on every instrument. In other words, in the new course, it's not all about this guy. In the new course, you're going to see me talking about and instructing all brass instruments and demonstrating throughout the entire 4-month course. So there's one condition of the winner. The condition is after you get the course, you have two options. You can get the course and just take a quick look and give a nice review about your first impressions of the course, or number two, give a full review at the end of the course, which is 4 months. That's part of the condition. So if you do win, you should know going in, and if you do win, that you will need to give a video review to me either at the beginning of the course or at the end of the course. All right, what kind of rules are involved? Not a whole lot. In fact, I'm going to allow you to record on a good mic if you want to record on a good mic. I did. I'm using my new ribbon mic instead of the TLM 103, the Neumann. I didn't use that this time. I didn't do all the EQ and all the editing and all the mastering. I basically used a good mic, threw in a little reverb, and that's pretty much it. It's not a perfect recording. If you go through, you can see where it could be polished up a little bit. We throw a little auto tune on there, make it perfectly in tune. We can master it to make the trumpet a bigger and bolder, then we can even blend it in. I mean, there's a lot of things that if I wanted to really edit it, I could have, but I didn't. So, and I don't really want you to get too crazy about the editing. You can use a good mic, you can use a professional camera, and you can do several takes. This is not a deal where you can go through it one time probably and play it perfect. I didn't. I had to go through it a couple different times, especially on the last note. So do several takes until you get the one that you really like. The one thing that if you do use a great mic, and if you do some editing, maybe even a little bit of studio magic, I mean, I want to know that you actually can play the part. And so if you do use a good mic, and you're not just playing into your cell phone, I want you to go ahead and play a little bit of it a cappella on your cell phone. So that needs to be included. So for example, you already heard me play along with the good mic and everything, got a good recording, and now I'm just going to play into the cell phone. Actually, I'm using my camera, but the camera mic is not very good. So I'm just going to pick a part and just to let you guys know that I can play it. And you'll have to do the same thing. Now, if you just play into your cell phone, you don't have to do that. We will all be able to hear that you're playing into your cell phone and there's no magic there. And you know, the quality of recording is not going to be the best, but still we're going to be able to hear you play and how you tackle this challenge. So let me go ahead and take a look at a part that I might want to play, and you'll hear the big difference in sound quality, but yet you'll still be able to know that I'm able to do what I just did with a better mic. All right, let's just choose something from the end. All right, so probably not going to sound that good, but yet you now know that I can obviously play this song and play it like I did at the beginning. And that's what you're going to have to do if you use a good mic setup. I will have the links below the description. You'll click on the Google Drive links. You'll need to request permission, and then I will grant access, and you can have access to the directions how to do this, to the actual chart. Like here's the chart for the trumpet players. Yeah, let me get it up in there. I'll have it up there on the screen regardless. I'll have it up there. So anyway, you'll be able to download and print this out. And I'll have the one for trombone, and I'll also have the MP3 recording. I actually had to buy that It was tricky getting the Scooby-Doo theme music anywhere on YouTube that I tried to download it. It was banned. I couldn't download it. So I actually just went to Amazon and paid. So what you're getting, I've already paid. And but it's okay. You can download and play along with this. That's for the challenge. And I'm hoping to get several people in. And a couple of challenges before, the challenge was so difficult that one of them I didn't get any takers. So I'm trying to make this fun, a little bit of a challenge, but where people can get in and have fun doing it. Now, I took the last note 8VA. The last note is a double G. I 8VA'd it, and as you heard, it got a pretty good rendition of a triple G, glissando all the way down. Pretty proud of that note. It was a real note and usable, and it would have been heard in a big band. I had it about mezzo forte, and so if I got a nice mic in front of me, it definitely would have been perfect in a large, live situation. So, but you don't have to do that. Anything that you need to take down, you can. So for you younger trumpet players, if you need to take something down, you don't have to play up to the double G if you don't want to, you can take it down. You old timers and comeback players, if you want to have fun with this, but you're not able to get some of it, then just get what you can. And this is supposed to be fun. And enjoy the ride, have some fun. But there's several high notes in here that would probably weed out quite a lot of people, but if you can't get it, that's fine. Just play the regular G. You'll see when you get the music, it's this is what I would call a power lead chart for most players. In other words, if I handed this to most professionals, they're probably not going to do that well the first time through. And maybe they might be able to do decently after going through it a couple times. And I doubt anybody really is going to be able to nail that triple G at the end. Maybe there might be one or two people out there. I'm thinking of who they are, and you already know who they are. Probably Arturo Sandoval would get it, Faddis would get it. Not too many other professional trumpet players are going to get that. But who knows, maybe somebody in this challenge will be floating on a high cloud and get the triple G, who knows. So I'm Kurt Thompson, TrumpetSizzle.com. You should take a look at my site. I got a lot of new things to really bolster your playing for all brass instruments. I'm really going all brass now, all the way down to tuba. And I got a couple things I'll be coming out with in a week or two, a new practice aid. So, all right, look for the information down in the description. It's a brand new year. It's 2020, and I think this is a fun challenge. You know the song, you're going to have fun doing it, and like I mentioned before, trombone players, I think you're going to have fun with it. I think the trombone part is almost more fun than the trumpet part. I mean, it really is fun, and listen carefully. It gets up there at the very end, trombone players. You're screaming. So you can't be a normal, 2-year trombone player and probably tackle this. It's going to be, very tough. That said, if you want to tackle it and you have to take the last part down, you can do that. But anyway, it's a challenge for all involved. Kurt Thompson, and I welcome you to the Scooby-Doo 2020 challenge. I'll be looking forward to your submissions. See you soon. Oh yeah, the deadline for this is at the end of January. You'll be seeing this on Tuesday night, January 14th, 2020. And I want to get as many people involved on this to have a lot of fun. So let's just make it for the next 2 weeks, and that should put us right at the end of January. So make sure you have your submissions in by January 31st, and then I'll be going through all the submissions. You'll see them as they start to pop up. In other words, if you got yours done this weekend, I'll get it and I'll be throwing it up on my channel. So I'm not going to wait to put everybody's results and what they did at the end of this month. As soon as you send me your challenge, it goes up live on my site. But the cutoff is what I'm trying to get at. It's a long way to go around to tell you the cutoff is January 31st, whatever day that is. Let's make it in the evening, January 31st, 9, 10 o'clock. I don't think you're going to be practicing after 10 o'clock on this. So you have to get the information to me. by 9-10 o'clock p.m. January 31st. It gives you a couple of weeks to have some fun with this, and if you can get it right away, be the first to get in. If you want to perfect it and wait a week or so, and then do that. But have a lot of fun with this. Spread the word. There's got to be some people that you know, either in your band, your night band, in your college or high school, or maybe you're in drum corps now and you can share this music. So let's try to get a few people involved and have some fun. And I will see you shortly, and you'll hear from me shortly.